It's another day, man, another episode. Right now, a lot of people are always talking about running the port, but some people not built for the port. Just go ask some of your favorite YouTubers that run the port before and quit because they couldn't handle it. The port ain't for everybody. A lot of people ain't built for it. It's a lot of misconception about the port. Some people say, well, them port trucks look raggedy. It's a lot of good looking port trucks. Just like you're running the road and there's still some raggedy trucks on the road. So you can't look on them port driver trucks and say, oh, the trucks look raggedy. You're just talking about a few of them. Then another thing with the port that you run into from time to time is the wait time in the port trying to get the container. Yeah, sometimes you're going to be in there 8 hours. It's going to happen. But it's a formula to run in the port. Like sometimes when it's real busy, like right now, the empty yard to pick up your empty container open at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, some people don't want to get up at 1 to go to the port, but like I said, it's a formula to run in the port. So if you want to be in and out, you go in there between 1 and 5, between 1 and 6. That time, it's not a lot of people in there because you have all them late guys that want to stay in their bed all night. They're coming in the port about 7, 8 o'clock, and that's when the port be backed up. If you're going to a customer that's drop and hook, like for example Walmart DC, you go in the port early, grab your empty, go up to Walmart, drop it, pick up your load, come on back. Your load might be going to a different port from where you get your empty from. So now that might play into what time you could bring the load into the port. But if you're coming back with the load, it's about 50, I think it's about 46 miles to get to Walmart. When you're coming back with the load, so you're coming back about 3 o'clock. The port you're going to with the load don't open till about 6 o'clock. What I'll do, I'll drop the load somewhere. If your yard is close to the port, drop your load at the yard, bobtail to the port that's already open, pick up another empty, head on back up to Walmart, drop that empty, grab a load, and now on that load you take it directly to the port. If you have another empty that you gotta pull out, pull that empty out, take that to the yard, grab the load that you pulled earlier, take that into the port, and then bobtail back to the yard, pick up your empty going back to Walmart. So right there, you'll be on 3 empties by the time the port get backed up. So all the guys that's coming out late, you'll be 3 loads ahead of them. So even if you get hold up in the port after that, it's still not a big deal because you already made some money for the day. You almost make a full day pay, and it's only like 7, 8 o'clock. So it's a formula to run in the port, man. Another driver was checking out his YouTube page, and he was dropping some information on the port that kind of giving away a lot of the secret about the port, but it is what it is. Couple things he talked about was tagging the chassis, or putting a seal on the container. That way nobody else will pick it up. Those are some of the things the more seasoned guys at the port be doing, that the new guys coming in the port, they don't really know about them type of stuff. Okay, if you see a chassis in the port and they have a red tag on it, you're not going to touch it. So when it's real busy, the chassis are scarce. What the guys will do when they come in the port late, like today, and they drop their chassis, they know it's a good chassis, and they're coming back tomorrow morning to pick up another chassis. They don't want to keep the chassis overnight because you gotta pay for it. So they put a tag on it. So when they come back tomorrow morning, they just take the tag off, they hook up to the same chassis, and they start the day with it. Because they already know that chassis good, and they don't have to go looking for another chassis. And that's another thing too. Sometimes you can't find no chassis, so you gotta wait an hour, 2 hours in line to get a chassis. Then you gotta go wait again in line to pick up the container. So the port is time consuming sometimes, but like I said, man, it's a formula to run in the port. The port is not that hard. And running the port depends on where you live. Because some area, the port loads don't pay as great as other areas. So you might be in an area where it's not even cost effective to run the port. But I'm gonna be dropping some other port videos, man. I ain't really been dropping port videos lately, but I'm gonna be dropping some port videos. Okay, at this time of year when it's snowing a lot of guys wanna come off the road, and one of the options is going to run the port. And some of them scared of the port, because in the port it's like dog eat dog, man. I love the port because I know how to run the port.